Um, it's difficult, but at the same time, we've obviously been able to go against Mac Jones, so there's some tendencies that he has, and then also with Bailey. With the Patriots, it's kind of they're going to run that set offense no matter what. So obviously, different quarterbacks are going to do different things, but I feel like the offense is pretty much set to do the same thing no matter what quarterback. It might be a few changes, but I wouldn't say too many.
Your coach said yesterday there would be like kind of an emphasis on tackling and drills. Was there one yesterday?
Yeah, we just did. As soon as we finished our warm ups and stuff, just did like a tackling circuit after, like during practice.
What do you see as the main issues with the run defense at this point? I know there's like talk about gaps and sticking with assignments, things like that. What are you saying?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Like I said, if your job is, especially for me, like secondary contain, play secondary contain. If your job is to set the edge and hold the edge, hold the edge. So I think it's just everybody doing their job and not trying to make any superhero plays. Like at the end of the day, stay in your gap, stay wherever you're supposed to be, and the ball will come to you. Don't try to make a play that somebody else is supposed to make.
So you guys being too aggressive?
No, I wouldn't say too aggressive. We got a lot of playmakers on the defense, obviously. It gets frustrating sometimes when the ball's not being, ran your way, thrown your way. You're trying to do extra stuff, to make a play. But, sometimes you just got to, if your job, like I said, is secondary contain, make sure I'm back there in case the ball breaks out. And if your job is to set the edge, make sure you're there to set the edge. And, we say no peeping Tom. So don't do this and then try to, get another gap. So that's the main issue. But I think it shouldn't be a hard fix.
You mentioned so many playmakers on defense. Is that maybe why it's more frustrating or surprising that you guys are having so many problems early in the season, whether it's been the blown coverages and miscommunications and techniques, and now it's the run defense?
Oh, for sure. When we have the talent that we have on the defense, it's frustrating when you're not putting it, to show so the world can see it every Sunday. So it definitely is frustrating, obviously, especially coming from last year where I feel like we ended the season on a high note to now not playing so well right now. But we're just going to work every day at practice, get better, and, try to put our, best foot forward on Sunday.
That loss in New England last year was like the last non-competitive game for the Browns. They've been in every game since then. Why do you think that is?
I just think when you have to take a loss like that, like we did last year, it was just like it was embarrassing losing like that. You never want to be embarrassed, and I think the competitors that we have on this team, you never want to see a game outcome like that. Whether it is a loss, you don't want to see any loss where you just get completely blew out. I think we'll play them tough again. We definitely need a revenge for this game, though, for sure.
Fred, going off a couple questions ago, I mean, this offseason, preseason, you guys talked about the vibes feeling different and feeling better that you had more experience together. I guess like some of these breakdowns or technique issues that you guys are having on the defense, have they kind of been surprising almost to have to deal with? Like, did you guys expect to have to deal with a problem like this at this point in the season?
No, I wouldn't say we expected it. But during the season, it's always going to be problems that you don't expect that you got to fix, and that's just one of them that we got to fix. And we're doing our best every day at practice now. Emphasizing some of the things that we're not doing so well. So hopefully we can show that on the field Sunday that we're each day we're improving and just trying to get better week by week.
Greg, you're a younger guy, so when the Patriots were the Patriots, they were winning it all. You were growing up, you were watching. Does it mean anything to go against Bill Belichick like that? A guy, coach you probably grew up watching a little bit.
Oh, for sure. He's one of the best ever, obviously. So it's definitely cool to go against him. Randy Moss is my favorite player of all time. So I was always watching the Patriots, especially when he was there. So it's definitely cool. Being able to go against Bill Belichick.
Is there anything, kind of Tony's question from last year to this year? I know you've only played him once, but is there any common themes that you see with a Belichick type team?
I mean, there are always common themes. They're going to be disciplined. Like, they're never going to beat themselves. So a team like that, you have to go out there and beat them. And this is not a week for mistakes. They capitalize on mistakes. So we got to be clean and in our operations and everything like that. But a team that's coached by Bill Belichick will never beat itself.
Guys, when you're in a game and something happens like a miscommunication or a breakdown, are there guys that are getting you fired up and getting you back on track in like a leadership role other than the coaches? Do you see that happening in a game setting too?
Oh, for sure. I think a lot of guys are like that, whether it's in the secondary. You got guys like Miles and JD who are, vets out there. So it's definitely guys who, if we make a mistake, we'll be on the sideline like, we'll be okay. We got to, you don't want to be negative. That's not going to help anything. But also you want to be, assertive to the point like we can't have that. We can't have those mistakes. So I think we have a good, happy balance of that.
Greg, with Denzel in the protocol, figures MJ might get more time. What have you seen out of him through his first 5 games, and do you think he'll be that last play against the Chargers can give him even more confidence?
I mean, yeah, he's been growing each and every week. He's been having a phenomenal season. He doesn't make a mistake twice, and yeah, I think he's always had confidence this whole time. So he's been playing great. Obviously, I think he'll do perfectly fine this week as long as he just sticks to what he's been doing the whole season. He's been having a phenomenal season.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Greedy? Coach said he was trending like he was going to be activated this week to be able to come out of nowhere, come off the bench like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Whatever they do medically with Greedy, it's just great having him back out there on the practice field. He's another veteran who, obviously has been around a lot of football. So being able to have him back is great. It just shows, that we got a lot of depth. So, obviously we never want one of our guys to go down, but it's good to, get another one back as soon as one goes down.
Coach Woods has been taking a lot of heat. How's his demeanor in the meetings? Is he still his upbeat self?
Oh, for sure, most definitely. Coach Woods never changes. The heat is temporary. When you find a way to fix some of the things we've been fixing, it all can turn around. So, we just got to, like I said, put our head down and, just try to put our best foot forward on Sunday.
You guys were able to turn it around the second half last year defensively. What gives you the, belief that you guys can repeat that and really kind of catch your stride, especially though considering some of these quarterbacks you've got coming up on the schedule, it gets pretty tough.
Just because we have a great group of guys who never give up. Regardless if, we had a bad series or, a bad half, like we're never going to give up. We still have the same energy out there every day in practice. We're hustling to the ball, working as hard as we can. So I just know the group of guys that we have on the defense, and there's no difference, I would say, from last year. So I think that we definitely could turn this thing around.
Did you say anything to MJ after they obviously targeted him on that one play?
Oh, for sure. I just told him that's what we do. Just that simple. Like he was brought here to make plays, and that's what he did. Like I said, I'm obviously happy for him, but I wasn't surprised. Like that's just something that he's been doing every single week, and obviously that was a big, crucial moment in a game. But he wasn't fazed at all, so I'm definitely proud of him.
Seems like you guys have enough talent on this defense to be able to get the forced fumbles and recoveries and the strips and the bats and the sacks and all that kind of stuff. Do you feel like you guys need to step it up more in the big play department?
Yeah, I think it's just, running to the ball. And, first man in is always told to secure the tackle, and then it's just those second, third, and fourth guys going in. So myself included, it's just, sometimes the ball's away and, you're like, all right, whatever. They'll handle that. But sometimes, you got to get over there and try to get a punch out just to, turn the momentum around and things like that. So that's definitely something we emphasize at practice. We keep account of how many, rip attempts we get at practice. So that's definitely a point of emphasis too.
Miles and JJ3 have talked about, the takeaways being contagious. I guess do you feel that way too? Like, do they tend to come in bunches for any team?
Oh, for sure. JJ always talks about it. Like, we'll be at practice and, maybe one of us will drop one. He was like, oh, it'll come back. And it does come back all the time. So I think it definitely is contagious. So, hopefully this Sunday we go out there and show that and, get some turnovers. But I think it definitely comes in bunches. So, hopefully with our luck, we can start this Sunday with that.
Did you see that I think it was a next-gen stat about how fast you and Denzel were running on that play to chase down Eckler?
Oh, no, I didn't even see it.
It was like 20 plus miles an hour. First of all, did you know you were going to catch him, and did it feel like you were maybe running as fast as you have all season?
Yeah, I knew I was going to go get him. I turned and looked. I was like, yeah, I can go get him. But, yeah, definitely. This is honestly the most healthy I've been for a minute. So it felt great to go out there and just, try to make a play for the team as best as I can. But, that's a fun moment. Like, plays like that, obviously, you never want to play the break for, 70-plus yards. But, seeing that and knowing I have an opportunity to go make a, a spectacular play, I look forward to those.